Right, today's lesson, we're going back to what they call the fundamentals. The fundamentals are power transfer, connectivity, feel and posture. So, if we looked at connectivity, tell me the 6 points in the boat here where you've got connectivity. So Rob, can you think of one of the 6 where you got
you've got your hips, your 2 hips, your bottom,
right,
the 2 feet.
Right, so you got your two,
backrest,
yeah, your 2 bum, you do sort of your bum positions, you got your
knees as well.
2 knees, and what else?
2 feet.
Yeah, right, okay. So that's connectivity. So when you're in the boat, when I talk about connectivity, it's those 6 points that you use that contribute towards your power transfer, and also contribute towards your posture, and also the feel of the actual boat itself. Right, okay. So power transfer. So
Save your power and pushing your foot.
right, okay. Where do you push with your foot, Rob?
You push your foot with your power transfer.
Right, okay.
Push.
So basically, if it's on the left side here,
Yeah.
and your paddle's on the left side,
Left foot.
you're pushing your foot on there, because that's the nearest to the water, isn't it? The footrest and where you're pushing with your foot is the nearest section. So you need the nearest part of your body to the water as part of the first process of power transfer. Right, so you've got your foot there, in there, you've got your paddle there. All right, where else of the connectivity contributes towards the power transfer? Right, you say your knees. Is there anything else that? Is it your backrest? Right. So really, in the boat, if you're going to the left here, it's the left leg pressing on the footrest nearest the water, and it's this one here. So as soon as you move with your posture and your blade over to here, you are pushing on. You're pushing basically in liaison with your pressure on your footrest, but initially it's initiating from here, isn't it? So when you're coming over, you're swinging over with your trunk rotation over, aren't you? Okay, so that's power transfer. And the feel, really, where does the feel part come from? Right, so that's the connectivity. Where else would you be, where you'd be feeling with? Yeah, so that's still part of the boat, isn't it, the edging? So, yeah, so you've got the boat, which is an influence, you've got your body. What else do you have a feel of? Paddle. So it's boat, blade, paddle. But also, they also say the brain as well, because you're engaging the brain. Alright, and the other B is background, so it's how you learn yourself. Okay, so we've done posture. Alright, how the posture is linked in some ways to trim. So how do you get trim in a kayak? If you're going through waves, how do you trim the boat going through a wave? Train. Yeah, so you're in the attacking mode, aren't you? You're leaning forward. Is there any time you would lean back? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. So boofing, because if you're boofing off a rock, what happen if you're leaning back? What's happening to your front of your boat? It's coming up, isn't it? You might trim it also if you're going upstream, wouldn't you? Right. Okay. Right, so what I want you to do now is to get into your boats, and I want you to go through a routine of, so we say at the moment, or I'll leave it up to you. You can either do a routine of a warm-up doing moving sidewards, or doing as well as that support strokes. So you did 6 strokes basically, three of each for both moving sidewards as well as support strokes. Okay. Yeah. Scull and draw, knife and draw, and what about?
High brace.
Yeah, but what is? It's not. Yeah, you got high brace, low brace, but what is the draw stroke? Draw stroke. Draw stroke, isn't it? Because the draw stroke is linked. Is linked to the high brace move, isn't it? And then the 3 support strokes are
High brace, low brace.
and what's the one linked to moving sideways?
Hanging.
What did you learn on the River Wye down at Simmons Yacht? That started all of this. In that
Solid brace.
scull and draw support stroke, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Right, go on, 5 minutes. It's 1 minute for each stroke virtually, isn't it? Right, just work between these 3 lines, yeah? Okay, and just work here. This should be enough space here, shouldn't it, really? Rich, I'm working here. Three bars here. At the end, Dave and Rob, at the end of your 5 minutes, I want you to tell me, have you improved? So just work between this corner here if you can. Okay, come to the side. Right, Rob. If you look at your moving sidewards, which of the strokes do you feel went well for you?
I mean, just the ordinary scully sideways like that.
Right.
Goes quite well. I'm getting to the knifing one. It always takes me a while to get the balance point like that.
All right. So, Dave, do you think it's necessary to practice a knife and draw, or just concentrate on one moving sideways? Right. Okay.
Or just reach out.
Right. So really, what? Yeah.
I tried it in the flow. It's easier just to correct yourself doing that.
Yeah.
You know, if there's a flow coming towards you,
Right.
you go sideways.
Okay.
The
So
knifing one, by the time you do that, sometimes the current will take them.
yeah.
You know, to turn the boat.
So really, Rob, if you feel more comfortable with skull and draw, keep to that one as well as the draw stroke. I think you need to practice a draw, continue draw one, but just keep doing the draw skull and draw. Right. On the how proficient were you on both sides?
Regarding sculling,
Skull and draw, yeah.
it's not a big difference between the two sides. It is a big difference.
Right, were you looking, which side were you looking for future water more than the other side?
Right. Probably going this way.
Well, future water is that you've got trunk rotation, haven't you?
Oh, right.
When you were coming this way, your future water position was better. But when you were going that way, the future water position wasn't so noticeable. Certainly when you were which side you were moving that way. You seem better doing a skull and draw with your left hand here and your right hand here. So that I like that much better. The other side, perhaps you know, work a little bit more harder on that. What about your skull and draw stroke? You right? Were you going parallel all the time? Yeah.
It's dynamic though, because you're in a current.
Yeah,
It's
it's dynamic in, you know, in faster water, but the trouble is it's less density in this water, so the more, you know, the bigger the stroke out here, the more the boat's going to move around, isn't it? Okay.